Hey guys, I hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be doing my makeup. I want to go for like a nice like kind of like glowy natural looking face. I might even add blush. As I'm doing my makeup I'm going to be chatting a bit as well, and I want to talk about like being introverted, being more of an introverted person, and like how you can actually use that to your advantage. So this video is in partnership with Olay, and they're doing such an amazing campaign. It's called the Face Anything campaign. I was looking through it and looking at different women's stories and everything, and it's amazing. Like, it's so inclusive. It has so many different types of women involved in the campaign, like with all sorts of different struggles that they've gone through. They've been through things and then come out the other end and succeeded through them. So definitely check it out. Like, I think it's really inspirational. They asked me if I'd like to share what I feel like I've kind of overcome. You know, when people tell you you're too this, you're too that to get anywhere. For me, I feel like growing up, as I've said so many times on my channel, but like, you know, being that kind of quieter sort of person, so for me it would be like, oh, she's a bit shy, or people not liking that I'm more introverted, or like assuming like I won't be as good at a job because of that. Like, I haven't got jobs in the past because I've just been a bit like, just not been like yelling in your face during the whole interview. I think people kind of just assume when you're a bit quieter that like you're not very good, or you're like not confident enough. And I actually feel like you can be confident but be an introverted person, and I don't know, I just feel like there's such like a, people don't get that. It's really funny. Anyway, so I've worked with Olay a bit in the past on my Instagram, you guys might have seen. But yeah, for this video, they just wanted me to chat and just share my story of kind of being too introverted. If you want any more info on their campaign, I'll link it down below. So just like check out the link. Okay, so I'm gonna start with, actually I'm just gonna use the It Cosmetics CC cream. I was gonna use the Hourglass stick, but it's quite, you know, it's heavier coverage, even though I love it. So I've been using this so much recently, I've really rediscovered it. So I have said before as well, like, I always remember from when I was quite young, whenever the teachers would have feedback on me, they'd be like, oh yeah, like she's doing well, she's a bit quiet. At the time, like, I didn't think I was too anything. I was just like, oh, I'm just being me. Like, I don't mean to be, like, I don't know, it's like they labelled me that. And then I kind of took that as like, oh, okay, that's the kind of person that I am then. So I always kind of like got on with my work and everything, and I don't know, I never felt like in order to do well at like school or college or whatever it was, like I had to be really overly like over the top. Like, I just felt comfortable just being a bit calmer, being a bit more, being a bit quieter. I've always felt like, oh, it's almost shameful to be like, oh, I'm quiet. A lot of the times I don't like saying it because I feel like it kind of goes alongside with being weak. It's really not the case. Like, oh, there's a book that I started reading, I've mentioned it before, but it's called Quiet, or I'll put it in the video. But I really loved what it was talking about, because it was just saying how the world we live in is kind of all raised to believe that to get ahead in life you have to be an extrovert, and the world we live in is kind of made for extroverts. And that's what I really started noticing when I was going from like the schooling system into work, like, because I had a few different jobs before I did YouTube, and that's when I really noticed like, oh, I really have to like change in order to be what they want me to be for this job. And it just felt weird in some cases in school and in uni as well. Then I found the world of blogging and YouTube and everything, and so for me and like for my journey, obviously from there until now, I've been doing it for like 10 years now. I feel like because I was that kind of more introverted person, like there's times where I can definitely feel like really being sociable. Like, you can be a sociable introvert, or you can be like an antisocial extrovert, and you know, like it's like a whole spectrum. But I feel like because I was someone who just liked like being in my room on my own, and that's how I kind of recharged. That's where obviously I found the world of like YouTubers, and just the way that that's what you're doing, like you're on your own, you're just talking to a camera. For me, getting into this whole industry, it worked in my favour because it kind of goes hand in hand with this job in a way. You know, it's a very kind of on your own sort of job, even though over the years, like I get, sometimes you definitely miss like being around people like all day. But yeah, I feel like it helps me get into what I'm doing now. And I feel really comfortable when I'm just like in my room on my own. What am I doing next? Concealer. I've been using this recently. It's the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. I really like it actually. I kind of forgot about it. Before I started YouTube, there'd be parts of my course, and in college as well actually, where like you obviously have to stand up and talk in front of the class, and I just didn't go in. I was like, nope. It sounds weird, but even though I'm in my room talking to myself sort of in the camera, in a way it's like I feel like it's helped me with speech and just with kind of like articulating myself, and especially when you're talking about something that you feel passionately about. Like obviously at first it was kind of makeup, and now like I love things like my girl talk videos and stuff for like, you know, getting something out there. Yeah, so it went from not showing up to an exam or like a class or something, to then I was like being asked if I'd like to come onto panels and talk about you know, different topics and like meetups and things like that. Whereas before I would be petrified. I always think, I wonder if I didn't do YouTube, like would I be not as good at like public speaking and things. I'm not like amazing at public speaking, but even going to those things can be really nerve-wracking, you know, like before, because you don't know how many people are going to be there. So I feel like it's definitely helped me actually with confidence and everything, and it's something you just practice, and I feel like it kind of adds strings to your bow as well, because I still feel like an introverted person at heart, but also I can do those things where I'm like talking and like putting myself out there at the same time. You can be like a complex type of introvert. So I'm not going to do my brows because I actually just had them microbladed 2 days ago, so I can't touch them. I really love them. I got them done by a girl called Kate. She's on Instagram, she's the Brow Shed, so I'll link her down below in case you guys are interested. I'm so happy with them. Do I want powder? I think I'm just going to put a little bit of powder here because that's where I've got a huge bump and spot. I'm using the Hourglass Veil powder and chin. Oh, I just found this clip. Shall I put it in? Nah. I don't think I'm going to contour because I always contour, and I love like adding a bit of shape, but sometimes you just don't want to kind of have that muddy sort of look to your skin. I'm going to add some Daniel Sandler, what's it called? Watercolor liquid blush. This is in Passion, and I'm going to use a duo fiber brush. So nice, it looks so like natural. And also, so like after being in this industry or like this world of YouTube and everything for a while, you definitely start to meet other people who are really similar actually, and who are just naturally a bit more introvert. Like not everyone is, obviously there are some extroverts that do it, but it's really nice to meet people who you bond with over that, and you just kind of get each other. And oh, is that a bit much? I might tone it down a bit. And it's nice because when you meet other introverts, you just understand that you maybe don't want to be like hanging out. It's like nothing personal, but maybe you don't want to be hanging out for like 10 hours, and you know, after a little while, or if you're like somewhere really busy, you kind of just like want to get out of there after a little bit and just have a little breather. Okay, let's do eyes. I'm not going to do that much. I'm just going to use just this light colour. Just feel like going a bit light today. Also, obviously, with being online, and like the great thing about the internet is that you can find your tribe, like kind of like your online tribe. So I feel like a lot of you guys understand being a bit more of an introvert. I feel like I'm saying introverted so much in this video. But you know, being that sort of person, someone who kind of just needs to take 5 and recharge, and it makes you not feel like a weirdo. When growing up, I just found it quite unusual to find people like me in that way. So it's really nice to find people, even if it's online, who get that and know that it's not a weakness, it's just how you are. Okay, I'm just going to add a bit of mascara. I'm going to use the NARS Climax, and I don't think I'm actually going to do a flick today. What has got into me? I have lash extensions, but some of them have fallen out in like this left eye. So sometimes I just boost it a bit with mascara, even though I know that's probably not good, is it? I'm gonna add, honestly, this year, I've been obsessed with this pencil, like putting like a light colour in my waterline. I just feel like it makes me look so much more awake. It kind of brings my face to life a bit more. Yeah, I love it. This one's from Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like it's such a good one because it's creamy and it stays in there, and it's not a white, it's more of an off-white. So it looks a bit more natural. Ah! Oh, why am I getting so watery? I'm gonna add some highlight, some cream highlight. I feel like it will go the best with this look because I'm not going very powdery today. I want it to look nice and fresh. I can't find one that's as good as this. It's the Marc Jacobs Dew Drops. Another thing that I've learned about like being a more introverted person is usually we're the kinds of people who we don't like to give an answer straight away to things. We like to go away, have a think about something and come back after like properly thinking something through. Like when I read that, I was like, oh my god, yes. Like you know, if you're in class or something and you're asked for like an idea about something, I'm someone who's like, I don't want to give you like an off the top of my head idea. I want to go have a think about something, come back. And it's so funny because a lot of people don't get it and they're like, oh, you just don't care or whatever, but you do. You just want time to like come up. You just need time. Go away and come back. So I feel like that actually can help. That can be really good for business and for, you know, like content creation or just like ideas, like brainstorming something. Like not everyone likes to do it there, then and there. So I feel like that can be, you can use that to your advantage as well in life. Okay, what next? I'm gonna put in a few false freckles because I think it looks so cute. I'm gonna use the Benefit Precisely My Brow because it's so small and like it's got a good hardness to it. So hopefully like they won't smudge. Yeah, I just think the online world is great for people who are a bit more introverted, and I feel like that's why, let me bring you in a bit. The internet has made a lot more people feel heard. I'm kind of going to finish off. It's just a really simple look, like, oh, mascara on my bottoms. I use the Clinique bottom lash mascara. I'm just going to put a light lip on. I've been loving these Topshop lip liners. This is in ceramic, I think. I'm not going to colour in the whole lip. I'm just going to kind of give it a bit of colour. And then I'm going to use the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk. That's my look for the day. I feel like it's a bit of an anti-Instagram makeup, which I was thinking of doing a video on actually. Like maybe I'll do like a more kind of amped up version of it, or like amped down. I hope you guys like this video. I really hope it's kind of maybe helped you a little bit if you're more introverted as well, and like made you feel a bit more normal or less alone, or like you can use it to your advantage and get ahead with it. I've never liked that people think more introverted people are more boring or something, because like once you get to know us, we're mental. Like I am so nuts once I'm really comfortable with someone. Let me know if this is maybe your kind of challenge that you faced as well, or like what your face anything challenge would be or has been. That would be really interesting, or something that you've overcome and, you know, done well even though people have told you like you're too this or that. I think it's really nice for us to all hear each other's stories, because it really eggs us all on to do what we want to do in life. And that's something I feel really strongly about. Obviously, like with my Girl Talk videos and everything, I just want women to feel like they can do whatever they want, and especially having a daughter as well, it's like that's what I want for her. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys liked this video. Any details will be down below. I'll try and link everything I've used as well in the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.